Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And we begin tonight in Voluntown, where state police are still investigating after 2 people were found dead inside a home. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. We've been following this developing story all day. Crews were on scene for hours, and we're just now hearing what happened this morning when the first call to 911 came in.
Voluntown is a small community near the Rhode Island state line. The home where the bodies were found is located on Hell Hollow Road. Fox 61's Jay Garcia spoke to state police and neighbors tonight and joins us now with what he learned.
We're on Hell Hollow Road, and this is the closest we can get to the scene, which is located about another half mile up the road here. The road still closed hours after this incident began. Just before 11:30 Wednesday morning, troopers received a call from a home on Hell Hollow Road in the Pachog State Forest.
911 hang up. They did briefly speak to a female who said, emergency help, I'm sorry, and then just hung up.
Connecticut State Police confirmed the details of the call to Fox 61 and added that troopers from Montville were first on the scene.
At 11:35, first responding troopers located a male on the ground in the driveway. The male was found to be unresponsive with visible injuries and was later pronounced deceased on scene.
State police then used a loudspeaker from their patrol cars to check if anyone was inside the home, but after receiving no response, troopers called in backup.
A perimeter was established, and at that point in time, the emergency services unit and the drone unit were called out to assist with the scene.
A shelter-in-place order was put into effect for everyone living within a 1-mile radius of the home after authorities pinged the phone of a woman believed to be inside. That's when troopers say they sent a drone into the home to assess the scene.
A drone deployed inside of the residence and located a female on a stairwell inside the residence unresponsive. The female was later determined to be deceased.
The shelter-in-place order was later lifted. Neighbors were shocked that something like this would happen in their small town.
Just one of them things that happens every day, everywhere, but usually not. I never seen it happen here.
These things don't happen often in this area. They don't. So when you hear about 2 people found dead, it's very, very devastating.
State police have yet to say how the man and woman died or explain their relationship to each other. But neighbors say regardless of the situation, their heart breaks for the families.
My feelings and thoughts are with the family that are going to have to deal with all of the pieces of this puzzle and how they're going to emotionally handle it.
The State Police Eastern District Major Crimes Division is now leading the investigation. Reporting in Voluntown, Jake Garcia, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Jake, thank you. This is an active investigation, and there are still details on which we are waiting for clarification. State police say the identities of the man and woman will be released in the near future. We'll continue to watch for any updates and bring them to you on air and online.
Turning to the weather now, what we are all talking about. Things did cool down outside, but not enough to give your AC the night off.
Oh no, it's going to keep on working. We're looking ahead to tomorrow now, and day 3 of this heat wave. Yes. Heat wave could be bringing the highest temperatures yet. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank is here with the forecast. That's the way a lot of people feel about it, right?
I know. I was saying it's funny because you don't even hate it, but there are certainly some people out there who do. 2 days down and 2 more days to go of the combination of heat and humidity. We're also watching records go down. Yesterday, the daily record high temperature was tied. Today, we set a new daily record high temperature of 97 degrees. That is just 3 degrees shy of 100, and 98 the forecast high for tomorrow. Again, this is for the Hartford area, so not necessarily representative of the entire state. This is the hottest the temperatures will be anywhere, but I think we go 3 for 3 here with the records in this heat wave before we start to see the heat and humidity begin to back down. I don't think we get to the record on Friday, but 90 is hot enough. So for this reason, we have a heat advisory in effect now through Friday. It can be tough for people that don't have air conditioning units. It could feel like up to triple digits at times. and maybe even a little bit above that for the Hartford area. Temperatures right now are in the 70s, still near 80 degrees in Windsor Locks. Earlier, we saw some thunderstorms firing up just north of Connecticut, but almost like there's this invisible force field up here. They ended up following state lines and just missing Connecticut. Overnight lows in the 60s to right around 70 degrees. Tomorrow, here we go. This is the hottest of this heat wave with highs in the 90s. Again, even in the upper 90s for the Hartford area. There is a chance for an isolated shower or thunderstorm later in the day or in the evening in northern Connecticut. However, I think there's a better chance for more numerous showers and storms as we head into the day on Friday, and that will end this first heat wave of the season. We'll talk more about it, your full forecast coming up.
All right, Rachel, thank you. And this stretch of extreme weather continues tomorrow, as we said. And when temperatures climb this high, they pose a threat for our state's senior population.
The CDC says older adults can't adjust as easily to temperature changes. And that means anyone 65 or older is more prone to severe heat illness or even death.
Fox 61's Kaylee Collins is in studio tonight with a look at the local measures being taken to protect them. Kaylee.
Brent, Sarah, as we know, too much heat is not safe for any age group, but especially among the elderly. Local communities were doing their part today to ensure that seniors have access to cooling centers and to needed medical care.
We don't think it's really safe for us to be out in this weather.
Riding out the heat wave translates to time spent indoors with the AC blasting for one senior couple in West Hartford.
It's an old house, so the air conditioning in the house is a little bit uneven, but it's sufficient to keep us cool at the level that we're at now.
Seniors and especially the elderly are particularly prone to heat-related illness due to factors like medication interfering with regulating body temperature or pre-existing conditions.
Well, I'm aware of it. It's not a concern of mine because I'll keep myself cooled off and be inside. But I imagine for some whose air conditioning is down this week, and it would be difficult.
Not only difficult, but potentially deadly. According to the National Institute on Aging, a majority of heat-related deaths are caused by lack of access to air conditioning or fans. Over in Wethersfield, where the senior population is significant, EMS personnel say they haven't had too many heat-related calls so far. Regardless, efforts are underway to assist those who may not have AC up and running.
A lot of the elderly have family that put them into the housing, that check in regularly. We do welfare checks all the time.
Cooling centers have been set up throughout town and in communities all over the state. Still, it's encouraged that residents check in on senior family members and neighbors, making sure they remember.
The best advice I could give is drink water.
Hydration is certainly going to be key, and tips on staying safe in this heat wave, including how to find those cooling centers, have been posted on our website, fox61.com. We'll have more information on signs of heat-related illness and what you can do to prevent it coming up at 11. In studio tonight, Kaylee Collins, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Thank you, Kaylee. New here at 10, police in East Hartford are investigating a hit-and-run crash. They tell us a 43-year-old man was hit while riding a scooter by someone driving a gray sedan. This happened around 5:30 tonight on Silver Lane. The driver was hurt but is expected to survive. The driver of the gray sedan sped off. Police are still trying to find them, and if you know anything, give police a call.
A Bridgeport man is in custody after a shooting that left another man in the hospital. Police say 45-year-old Jaime Rodriguez faces multiple charges, including attempted murder. The shots rang out around 9:20 this morning near Iranistan Avenue. Police found the victim with a gunshot wound to the head just minutes ago. Bridgeport police told us he is still in critical condition tonight. Rodriguez is being held on a $1.5 million bond. He is due in Bridgeport Superior Court tomorrow.
The small plane that crashed near a Plymouth campground lost power mid-flight. The propeller stopped turning. The NTSB released their findings in a preliminary report today. The crash happened earlier this month, and according to the report, a student pilot was attempting to do a cross-country flight. She tried to glide into a nearby airport but crashed into the campground. The wreckage was taken for examination.